Hey guys, so in this video tutorial, we are going to discuss the concept of recursion. Recursion is basically known as the function call made inside the function itself. And it is also considered as an optimized approach than the iterative code, which means we write less lines of code to perform more operations. Let's consider an example in which you have to find the factorial of 5. It is 120. If you don't know what factorial is, it is simply just the multiplication of all the numbers from 1 to a particular number. In this case, the number is 5. For this, you can come up with an iterative solution like this. The iterative method says that we will write a function factorial of n in which we will declare an integer variable and initialize it with 1, and after running a for loop, we will say factorial is equal to factorial multiplied by ith element. And in the end, we will return the fact variable. So this is the iterative method. But can we do better than this? That's where the recursive method comes into the picture. Let's understand that we have to find the factorial of 5. Factorial of 5 can be written as 5 multiplied by factorial of 4. So we are basically doing here that we are wrapping this part over here, and we are writing factorial of 4. Now factorial of 4 can be written as 4 multiplied by factorial of 3, and similarly for 3 and for 2. And we know that factorial of 1 is equal to 1. Now with the help of this, we will understand the recursive code. Here in the recursive method, we will write the same function for factorial, but this time we will be returning n multiplied by factorial of n minus 1. So we can observe here that the factorial function is invoked inside the factorial function itself. Let's understand our previous example. We have to calculate the factorial of 5. So when we will enter in the function at first, we will get 5 into factorial of 4 in return. Again, our function goes to factorial of 4. We will get 4 multiplied by factorial of 3. And similarly for 3, we will get 3 multiplied by factorial of 2. And for 2, we will get 2 multiplied by factorial of 1. Now comes the factorial of 1. Now we know that the value of factorial of 1 is equal to 1. So in our function, we will write a base condition which is equal to, if n is equal to 1, return 1. So our factorial of 1 will return 1. So this value will go to the factorial of 1 and it will get multiplied by 2, giving result as 2. Similarly, 2 will go to factorial of 2. It will get returned to the factorial of 2 and it will become 6. It will get returned and get multiplied by 4 and it will become 24. And similarly for 5 multiplied by factorial of 4, it will become 120, and ultimately our factorial of 5 will become 120. This was the implementation of factorial function. You can, by this idea, you can get an intuition of how the recursive method works. Okay, moving on to the coding implementation, we will take an integer n as an input and we will print the factorial function's output. Okay, now we will define the factorial function. The same parameter n, and if n is equal to 1, we will return 1 and we will return n multiplied by factorial of n minus 1 in the all other cases. So, okay, let's give input to our code, which is 5, and let's run our code. Nice, we have got the output 120, which is the factorial of 5.